Yo, what's up guys, welcome to another video, and in today's video what I have for you guys is episode 1 of the Gold Guide series on Modern Warfare. And in today's video we're going to be talking about the Kilo 141. And before I get into the video, I know there's a few videos of gold guides on how to get this gun gold out on YouTube already. I know it's an easy gun to do, pretty much anyone can do this gun gold as long as you play a lot with it, but there's going to be harder guns coming up in the near future. I'm focusing on the FAL, and I'm sure not a lot of YouTubers are going to be doing the FAL anytime soon because it's a pretty hard gun to play with. And a lot of people are imitating videos. I've got the best gold guides out there. Trust me, you will find a lot of help from these videos. Subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and we're jumping into the first episode of Gold Guide on Modern Warfare. The first challenge you will be met with while getting a gun gold is getting kills with the weapon, and you will need 800 kills with a specific weapon to complete that first challenge, which is a lot. It really is a lot. 800 kills is a lot with a specific weapon, and bear in mind there's like 30 plus weapons in this game, so it's gonna take a while for every gun to be completed if you're going for Damascus or Platinum. And just bear kills in mind. It's the easiest challenge out there. Just bear kills in mind. I'll mention them in the future. Don't really focus on them in the beginning. Just play with the gun and they'll just come naturally as you're doing your other challenges. The second challenge is a bit harder than just normal kills. It's headshot kills. Me personally, I didn't find any trouble with getting headshot kills. I wasn't even really going for them. Just for some reason Modern Warfare has been really kind to me, and I wasn't struggling with headshots at all. Maybe it was just because of this gun. I really did enjoy playing with the Kilo 141. It is a pretty good gun. It doesn't have a lot of recoil either, but I just enjoyed playing with this gun and headshots came naturally. And I do think, don't stress yourself by going for headshots because you will rage. It will piss you off. Just let them come naturally. If you're a person that really doesn't aim chest up, then I guess you will find some trouble with this challenge, and you could decide just to go on hardcore or just sit around on ground war, which I don't really recommend. But sit around in hardcore or ground war in a corner and just wait for people to come. The minimap is a really complicated topic. You won't be appearing on there, so people won't know that you're camping in one place and you won't get rushed by a whole team. But it's quite a really slow method of doing it. But if you're having trouble getting headshots, just sit in a corner and I guess just aim for the head, and you will get a few lucky headshots throughout the way of getting the gun gold, and it also counts towards your kills. So you'll be doing 2 challenges at once, and I'll mention all of these challenges later as well as they come up. So the third challenge is crouch kills. For this one you will have to focus and you will have to try for it. Me personally, I just played ground war. Honestly, I did this gun on ground war only. I did not play any other game mode besides ground war to get this gun gold, and crouch kills just came naturally. To control the recoil at long ranges a little bit more, I just crouched around and got my crouching kills really easy. I think you need 160 or 150 crouch kills. This will come naturally, and I would recommend just doing it. Just focus on getting your crouch kills, and while you're doing your crouch kills you'll get a few headshots, you'll get normal kills, and it will all accumulate for all your challenges that you're doing. So just focus on doing crouch kills for this challenge. Obviously it's nothing too difficult. It's just a bit of a time consuming challenge to do because you need quite a lot of crouch kills, and you will be playing slowly just because you have to crouch around. But just do them, focus on doing them, and you'll get them done in literally no time. Now the next challenge that is coming up is the mounted kills, and mounted kills aren't too hard to do, but they do take much longer than any other challenge out of all of them, I would say, just because you need a lot of them, and mounting isn't really viable in all situations, as for example headshots come to you naturally, or crouch kills, they also come naturally. But mounted, you really have to go out your way And keep it in mind that you have to mount your gun. You have to sit in one place, you have to expose yourself and pretty much die all the time if you're trying to go for mounted kills. There is a guide on my channel if you want to go into more depth on how to get more mounted kills in a single game. But I won't go into too much depth because obviously this challenge isn't too hard. It's just a lengthy one. It just takes time to complete. So I won't get into much detail in this video just because I do have a separate guide on mounted kills on my channel. There should be a playlist on camo guides for the more challenging camos for guns to do. The next challenge is long shots, and for long shots, honestly, it is a really easy challenge. Again, focus on doing long shots. Put a long range sight on your gun, like the 4x zoom or the hybrid sight. Sit on top of a building and try and pick people off from a distance. That's all you can pretty much do to guarantee yourself long shots. You can't really stay in your spawn and just hope for people to come to you. Get to the middle of the map and try killing people from a distance. And I found it really easy. I'm sure you guys will find it easy as well. It's really not a complicated challenge. Again, it does take a little bit of time. I found it really easy on ground war. Really recommend doing it on ground war. Now the next challenge is hipfire kills, and hipfire kills were really difficult in my opinion just because this AR does have a lot of spread and it doesn't have good hipfire accuracy at all. I did try and dabble in hardcore with a laser sight. It wasn't too effective for me. I guess it could work for you if you're lucky to find a trash lobby or people that don't really know what they're doing, because on hardcore you will get melted. You really will get melted even with a laser sight. It doesn't work the exact same as other Call of Duty games did, where the laser sight literally improved your accuracy by a million times. It doesn't work the same, so you will be struggling with this challenge. I guess you could try hardcore with a laser sight, and there are a few other attachments like some grips, some barrels, increase your hip fire accuracy. Just check your attachments for this gun and see what increases your hip fire and what game mode you would rather do it in. I did it naturally in ground war. I dabbled a bit in hardcore, but it wasn't for me. I wasn't getting a lot of success from hardcore, so I just played ground war, and just whenever I could, I didn't aim down sides and I tried to get as many hipfire kills as I could, which also counted towards my headshots and my normal kills, and sometimes even crouched kills. So I will have a guide on the channel going into more depth on how to do hipfire kills with assault rifles. It is pretty hard so far from this first gun, and I will have a guide on the channel. So if you want to see more details about hipfire kills, make sure to check out the gold camo guide, and you will get more details from that video than from this one. Moving on to the next one is 3 kills without dying, which again, this challenge isn't hard at all. Like, unless you're a really bad player or just really despise a gun, you won't find this challenge hard at all. It's a case of just playing slower than you normally are, just so you can survive the 3 kills. 3 kills is really easy. Bear in mind, on ground war, you've got so many people running around. People are just clueless. They're waiting around, they're sitting around, and they're just waiting to get killed. So it's really not that hard, especially if you play ground war. It would be a bit harder if you played normal game modes like TDM, Domination, Headquarters. It's much harder on those game modes. So I would say stick to ground war, especially for this challenge, because it's going to be made much easier. I've done it in about 2 to 3 games, those 3 kills without dying, so it was really easy. No struggles with that. I'm sure you guys won't struggle either. And moving on to the next challenge, which is kills shortly after reloading. And I won't go into any detail on this challenge because it is really hard. I've got a separate video on my channel explaining ways on how to do this. This challenge was a nightmare. Honestly, it took me such a long time to complete this challenge. I don't even want to go into it in this video, but just watch my camo guide and you will get a bit more reference on how to do it and the easiest ways of doing it. Just to give you guys a short rundown of how you could do it is wait for someone, reload your gun, and then try and get the kill. I do have more details in a separate video, so if you want to see that, there is going to be a separate playlist on my channel with all the separate videos and challenges. Now, there is also 2 other challenges that are really easy to do. There's no explanation needed for these 2. One of them is kills with all attachment slots, which pretty much means you need to have all 5 attachments on your weapon and get a certain amount of kills. I can't remember if it was 100 or 160. It depends on the challenge, but yeah, it's a really easy challenge. Honestly, just put your favorite attachments. In my case, it was a long range sight, a grip, a barrel, and a few other attachments that made my gun much better than it was normally, and I didn't have no trouble, and I'm sure you guys won't find no trouble with this challenge either, especially if you play ground war. Now, the last challenge is kills without any attachments. In my case, I found it really tedious for this challenge just because this gun without attachments is pretty trash, to be honest. But again, the magic formula to doing all your challenges, your kills without attachments, kills with attachments, normal kills, headshots, long shots, trust me, just stick to ground war and you will be fine. If you do not enjoy this game mode, you will struggle a little bit. You would have to go into hardcore to get some of the harder challenges done, like long shots or headshots or kills without dying, but if you go on ground war, you will literally have it done in just a couple of games. Honestly, this is the biggest tip that you should remember while you're going for any gun gold in this game. Just play ground war. Trust me, you will get guns gold in no time. And this gold guide was really simple, just because there was nothing to really tell you guys about the gun. Kilo 141 is a really good gun. It's a really good gun and it's really easy to get gold. So I didn't go into much detail, and look how long the video turned out to be anyways. So for the next episode, we're going to be covering the FAL, and I'm going to make the video much shorter next time just because I don't want to render out a 15-minute long video. But I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. Much harder guns coming in the near future, so if you're going to be struggling with any guns that you see in your creator class, subscribe to the channel. I have a video on it really soon. Hope you had a great day. Hope you subscribe to the channel. And of course, as always, it was Super Mikey signing out. Peace.